Hello and welcome. This is Olu Sabanjo. I'm glad to have you live with me again today. Today we're going to be talking about how to elevate your authority, how to elevate your authority and trash how to trash all of the average, trash the average, obviously, and become an expert in your field. Now, it doesn't matter what field of choice you choose to pick as yours. This is the way to step by step build up your authority so that you can increase your side income. All right. So if you're watching me live, I'd like you to put hashtag live. And if you can hear me clearly, can you just say one or so on the comments? Put a one below. And if you're watching this on the replay, I'd like to hear from you as well. So just put a hashtag replay in the post in the comments below. So let's go straight into what I have for you today. Now, today, I'm sure you're wondering, why do I need to build my authority? By the way, I'm very glad to have you joining live. If you're there, and I won't know who's there because I'm using a platform to record this. So I'd like you to, just drop me a comment there. Say hello. I'd like to hear how you're doing. So today we're going to be talking about how to elevate your authority and increase your side income. Patty, yay! It's good to see you. Yeah, so today, I'm sure you're wondering, why on earth do I need to elevate my authority? Who cares? Why do I need to do that? As a matter of fact, this morning I read, in the scriptures in Mark chapter 12, and Jesus was talking about, the fact that you shouldn't live like the Pharisees do and the teachers of the law, because they go around, proud, and they go like that, in their authority, and they, brag around, and they even hurt the widows. Can you imagine? Now, this is not what I'm trying to say here, and you're going to understand this a lot better as I go on, because, why do I really need to have an authority? Why do I need to be an authority? Now, the truth of the matter is that we live in a world, that people only recognize the people that have authority. You look around you, the people that you follow, the people that you buy from, the people that you listen to, the people that you watch, the people that you read their books. It's because of the fact that they are authorities in their world, in their niche. That's why you buy from them. And you would, if you've also ever tried to sell before, okay, if you've tried to sell, especially in the kind of people that I help, a lot of you want to turn your expertise into a side income, and some people would, try, you create a blog, you create a channel, and you're wondering, why are people not following? Why are people not buying my products? Why is, I'm getting, sometimes you even get the likes, but you don't get the likes in your bank account. So you're wondering, how come I'm doing all these things and nothing is, going on? Nothing is going to the, to the bank. I'm not hearing the cha-ching sound, So this is exactly why this kind of experiences, they bring a lot of frustration. You're making all these attempts and nobody is buying. Okay, I was many times I'll be discussing with people, and somebody will say to me, I don't even feel like starting. I'm afraid to start. This is the big problem, a big problem when it comes to selling your expertise, because you're like, the people around you don't even see you as an authority. Okay, I've been there before. I remember back in the days, I was expecting that, because you can see things so clearly in your mind that I can solve this problem. And I was expecting the people around me to start saying, "Oh, yes, 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 you can solve the problem." And I was waiting actually for their approval, and God actually opened my eyes to see that I was waiting for their approvals, but God actually had to heal me from that. And I want to differentiate between the approval seeking syndrome that we sometimes have, and actually becoming an authority in your field. Okay, because if you're going to actually be able to sell, if you're going to actually be able to have profits coming in from a business endeavor that you're going into, you need to be able to increase your income, right? And if you're going to be able to increase your income, you need to be able to have people that believe that you can actually help or solve the problem for them. So this is why it's extremely important that you have to focus your attention on, okay, now that I know that in order to go out there, people are not going to follow, people are not going to buy if they don't see me as an authority in my field, then it's very imperative, it's imperative that I actually spend the time to learn what exactly it is that I need to do in order to build up my authority. So now, as I was saying, I used to have this, and what eventually happened was that I learned all these things that I'm going to share with you today, and I want you to, take the advantage also and say, if you're going to actually become an authority, it's important that you start, if you're going to actually sell more, it's important that you actually build your authority up. Okay, now let me give you an example. If you go into your doctor's office, usually when you go into your doctor's office, your doctor, depending on whether he's your friend or not, your doctor usually, if you don't notice this, but pay attention the next time you go, usually your doctor is not the kind of person that wants to do a lot of chit-chatting with you. Why? Because he's the expert, right? He's the expert. He wants to, go into the what's it called, the formal way of communication as soon as possible, even though he wants to know how you're doing and how your family is and all that. But you would notice they just say, okay, so how are you doing? And that's who you're going to become when it comes to, becoming an expert, building your authority. Now, the doctor went to the medicine school, school of medicine, and became an expert, whether he's practiced or not, as soon as he brings on the lab coat, he enters into the room, everybody says, doctor's here. Okay. And that's exactly what this is all about. And so, I'm very glad to have you joining me live. If you're there, please leave a comment so I can know you're there. Anyway, going straight into to the point for the day, the very first thing that you're going to do if you want to elevate your expertise, or you want to build your authority, is you want to pick a niche. Okay, now I would not stop saying this because it's a big hurdle that a lot of people have. Now the question is, I know a lot of things, I like a lot of things, which one do I can do this, I can do this, I can do that, I can do, I remember, I'll give you some examples of how I used to, do different things, and I just discovered that I'm multi-talented, right? And if you're multi-talented like me, you're gonna have to, I know a lot of people that are. In short, all my clients, I don't even know if it's all the people on earth, are very multi-talented. Actually, I think I would say that. And so usually what happens is you take one of your talents, you start doing it, it gets really exciting, then you start another one, then you start another one, then you start another one. It's not going to help you to build your authority fast. Okay? Now imagine if your doctor says that he's a doctor and he's a hairdresser and he's also a mechanic, and he also, sometimes he does a lot of cooking, and he does, imagine all of that. By the time you hear all that, you're like, okay, now maybe I should go find another doctor that focuses specially in, the brain. Okay. So the same way you are going to do that to a doctor, the same way your people are going to be doing that to you. So it's extremely important that you find a niche. And a lot of people would say, which niche should I focus on? What should I, work on? What should I, and these are things that, we can go in depth in many of the programs that I offer, but the aim is you find what it is that you love to do. Some of those things that you just find yourself, you enjoy doing them, it's not a big deal to you. Okay, a lot of the people that I work with, that eventually become coaches and consultants, one of the things that you love to do is you love to help people. You love to advise people. You love to counsel people. You love to, just be there for people. You love to show people how to do things. You love to give, solutions to people. Different things like that. Okay, or it may just be something that a portion of the job that you already currently have. You just it becomes so easy to you. Some people, it's I always use the Excel example. You love, Excel. You say, Excel is so easy. It's so easy. You just do Excel. You just do it like that. And some other people are looking at you and they're like, no, it's not that easy. But to you, it's very easy. Now, that may be something that you need to focus on. Now, it could also be, an experience that you had. When you had that experience, it was so easy, or it was so much fun for you, or it gave you a huge result, okay? When you were losing weight, or when you were, traveling the world, when you were, I can't wait until, I'm able to actually, jump to another niche and start talking about traveling the world, but for you, I'd like you to, take some examples of things that you've done for yourself and pick that. Make sure it's something that you're passionate about, something that you would be, and that you will enjoy at least a portion of it, because if it's something that you're going to focus on and develop, it better be something. Thank you for the thumbs up. It better be something that you enjoy and you love to do. Okay, now, so that's number one. Focus on an idea. That's pick a niche. And while you're picking a niche, you're also picking the kind of people that need that solution. Okay, if you're saying you're an Excel guru, okay, who needs Excel? Who wants Excel? Who uses Excel? For what reason? What do they need it for? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to now begin to find a way to provide value to those people that you have identified that needs the solution that you have, or the idea that you're focusing on. Now, these are ways that you're going to be building. Remember, what we're doing is we're building our authority. Remember, when the doctor went to the School of Medicine, he went and he did pathology and chemical biology, and please don't I don't know the titles anymore. Anatomy and all those funny names that I don't enjoy, but they enjoy it, and they spend time and time and time and time, and they do exam after exam and after exam, and it gives them the certificate at the end of the many years of studies. Now, for you don't have to go, do a 7-year, program. No, you don't. Okay, you can just, in the next 3 months, in the next 30 days, 90 days, you can actually, it's very funny how the world is. Before you know it, if you continue to focus on something and you continue to provide value, that's number 2, provide value to a group of people that need that thing, before you know it, everybody will begin to see you as an expert. So, you are the Excel guru, and you've identified the people that need Excel. Okay, and maybe it's going to help them solve a problem in their career. It's going to help them solve a problem as teachers or as business executives, managers, and whatever it is that they do. And you come in and you focus on it, and then you begin to provide value to those group of people. What will happen is your own value begins to increase, not to the whole world, but to the group of people, okay, that you are helping to serve. Now, I would not say this enough, okay? I don't think I can say this enough, because if what you're looking for is income, okay, the reason why, this, my chat here, by the way, I wanted to call this, a lot of people do coffee chats, on online like this, and I wanted to call mine water chats. You know why? Two things. I want you to drink a lot of water. Okay, because water helps you. If you love drinking water, can you leave me a comment? Just leave one, write one in the comment below. If you love drinking water, water is extremely important for you. And I'm like, I don't drink coffee. I drink tea sometimes, when it's cold, but when it's not cold, I'm not interested in drinking tea. So I say I'm going to be doing my water chats. So the second reason why I want to do water chats is because, in John chapter 4, Jesus says he's going to be, inside us, he's going to be a well that, that is like rivers of living water that oozes out of inside of the person, right? And I'm like, okay, let's call this the living water time. Okay, so anyway, oh, that's good. I'm glad you love drinking water, Patty. I'm so glad. Yeah, so please drink a lot of it. It's very good for your health. And one of the reasons why, anywhere you see me, you will see a straw cup in my hand, because, there's something the straw does to my brain. It makes me feel like I'm drinking some really nice juice or pop that I'm not supposed to be drinking. And so it makes water taste, much different. That's a hack there for you. Yeah, anyway, so the other thing, so the first point again is, find a niche. The second one is provide value. The third one is stay consistent. That's stick to it. Okay, you can't start now. Imagine if your doctor had gone to the school of medicine and says, I'm gonna start, but then after a while I'm gonna just disappear. I'm not interested in I will come back. Let's go study some tire, and you're like, the people in the medicine school are gonna be like, there's no way we can, if he doesn't complete his training, he's not going to be able to, be seen as an expert. He's not going to be, given that doctorate at the end of the program. Okay, so it's the same. It applies to you as well. As if you want to build your authority, you have to do it long enough. Okay, you have to do this long enough. If you're entering into a new niche, even if it's something that you've done all your life, if you're entering into a new niche and you're trying to help a new group of people, you have to stay consistent, or else it's going to disappear. Okay, what we're trying to do is going to start to go down. Okay, and then the next idea that I have there is you also have to find who are the influencers and who are some of the experts that are already in the field, and you need to learn from them. Okay, you need to learn from them. You need to find the people. So for example, if Excel, back to our Excel example, if Excel is your thing, that you want to do, you're going to have to ask yourself, who's already in this field of Excel? Okay, now the idea is not to copy them. The idea is, number one, to learn from them. Number two, to see areas that they are not yet covering that you can also add to yours. Now, there is no new thing on earth. Okay, everything, in short, if somebody comes and says, I have a new idea for you. I mean, there are some new technologies that are coming out, but if somebody comes with a new information that is brand new, it's you can almost tag it to another thing that somebody else has done before. That's why many times when I'm studying the Bible, I'm like, oh my God, all of the business ideas and all of the business strategies in the world are in the Bible. So I'm like, everything is there. And so for you, you're going to be, learning a lot from the experts, and you're going to be seeing how you can improve the service that they provide. Now, by the time you do this long enough, and that's why sometimes they would say, do a post a day, I remember there was a time I did, back in the day, I did, blogging every day. Every single day I was writing a blog. Okay, every single day. It was tight at some point, it was, but I kept doing it. Why? Because in order for you to become an expert, you need to, and you need to build your authority. And the thing is, while you are building your authority, while you are going through this process, you are changing as well. So it's not just that you're trying to do something, you're actually becoming an expert. You're actually becoming a guru that those people, okay, that you're doing it for, they will start to see you as the go-to person in your chosen field. Okay, now when you start getting to this point, now for some of you, you already are at that point where you're already an expert. You just need to now bring it out there, and that's where the next point would be to find a platform. Okay, find a platform. Social media will come in. We come back to social media again, right? Social media, you pick a platform. Now, you don't want to spread yourself thin, because if you're just starting, you may get so distracted by saying, I'll do LinkedIn, I'll do Facebook, I'll do Instagram, I do all this Twitter and all of the ideas that are there. But you pick one and stay there and consistently show up there. Okay, so that's the in a nutshell, that's what you're going to do. And then the next point will now be, you create a value added product that people that you are interacting with, people that you're helping, people that you're adding value to, people that you're learning from, people that you're sharing your ideas with. You now create a value, minimum viable product, a product that people can buy from you. Okay, now, or if you already have an existing product, that people can buy, you now sell more of those. Okay, and your connection with the gurus, your connections with the other experts and the other influencers, and people in your niche and people outside of your niche, they help to spread the word for you. Okay, and so you start seeing that you're now going up there, and before you know it, people that don't know you at all will be buying from you. I remember the very first day I got, I sold my, back then, $1,000 to a stranger, $1,000 program to a stranger. I felt like, oh my God, like how is that? I was begging my friends to buy 49 from me. They didn't want to buy. How come now I'm able to sell, $1,000, to a stranger? Now that's actually now history, and way more now, but what I want to see for you is I want to be able to see you, say, whatever it is that is your dream. Many of the people that I work with would say, I want to, be able to have the financial power, I want to be able to make financial decisions, for myself, for my family, I want to be able to help in the family. I want to be able to do all these things. If you really want to be able to do that, you need to sign up, okay, with the idea that I want to stop living the life of average. I want to stop living the average life. I want to join the experts, in their world up there. And I want to, remove all the clutter and the average and go higher as the authority in my chosen field. Okay, and to do that, a few steps that I mentioned. You find a niche. You find something that you're passionate about. You would begin to develop your knowledge around it. That's you learn more and learn more and learn more. And provide value to the people that need the service that need things around what it is that you provide. And then number 3, you're going to stay consistent, and decide, that I'm going to, just go all the way. I'm not going to, just give up on the way and get easily distracted by another fancy, shiny object idea, but you're going to stay through pick that niche, make sure it's something that you love, and stay consistent with it. Find a platform that you're going to be sharing on, and just stay on that platform. Don't spread yourself too thin when you're starting out. Usually what happens is when you spread your wings too thin and too wide, it spreads it too thin, and nobody sees the effect of what you're doing. So it's better to stay in one place. And for those of you that are joining me live, I'm so glad that you're here. And also, the next point there is connect with other experts in your field, and let them, just learn from them, bless them, help them, support them in what they are doing. They will support you as well, and obviously, create a product or whatever product you already have that you're selling. The fact that you're now an authority in your field, it makes it so easy now, right, for people to connect with you. And remember where I started from. People want to buy from people that they see as the authority. So if you're not becoming that authority to them, they would rather listen and hear and hang out with you, but then they'll go buy from the authority. Right? So that's why it's extremely important that you master your craft very well, and you show up to the people that you're serving, whether it's on Facebook, on Instagram, or whoever it is that you're trying to help. And even in this group, I'd like to hear more from you. I'd like to hear what you're doing. I'd like to know, what's going on with you. And so on the comments below this, I'd like to hear which of these, ideas that I shared today do you find the easiest to do? Okay, whether you are at the level where you already found a niche, you're already providing values, you're wondering how to stick to it, how to focus on and learn more, connect with other people, whatever it is, or sell your service or products that you have, whichever of this is the easiest for you, I'd like to hear from you, and I'd like to hear your tips, as well. So leave a comment below this. This is already past 25 minutes that I usually want to be the cap. So at this point, I'm going to, just say thank you to all of you that joined me live. And Patty, thank you so much. And let's see who else is there. I actually can't see who else is there, but after this, I'm going to connect with you guys in the comments. So leave me a comment, and thank you for joining me live again today. And I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to the interactions in the group, and thank God for all of you that are new here as well. And I look forward to the interactions in the group this week. And also, thank you. And also, I'm going to see you here again, same time, 11 o'clock. Tuesday next week. All right. God bless you, and don't stop. Okay. Become that expert. Take care. Bye-bye.